Welcome back to Voice of Africa, the heartbeat of a continent rising with determination, pride, and relentless courage. We are always thrilled to bring you stories that break boundaries and redefine the limits of possibility on African soil. Today, we are especially excited to share a remarkable and empowering update, one that showcases the incredible strength, resilience, and ambition of African women, particularly in a field long dominated by men. Before we dive in, allow us to make this clear. The story you're about to hear is one of inspiration and peace. It is not a glorification of war or conflict, but rather a celebration of discipline, patriotism, and gender equality in service to national security. At Voice of Africa, we stand for peace, development, and unity on our continent. Now, let's take you on a journey to Burkina Faso, where the sky is no longer the limit for one young trailblazer. Meet Lieutenant Maris Traoré, the very first female fighter jet pilot in the history of Burkina Faso. From the very beginning, Maris Traoré's story has been anything but ordinary. Born into a generation of change and hope, Maris refused to be boxed in by traditional gender roles. While many young girls dream of becoming teachers, doctors, or businesswomen, all admirable professions, Maris had her heart set on something far more unconventional: flying a fighter jet. Even as a child, the roar of an aircraft engine would stir something deep inside her. But not just any aircraft. Her fascination was specifically reserved for combat jets. The speed, the precision, the adrenaline, and most of all, the sheer rarity of seeing a woman in the cockpit of a fighter jet all fueled her determination. In her own words, Maris was drawn by the adrenaline rush of piloting a fighter plane and by the challenge of breaking through a male-dominated field. Her ambitions were not just lofty dreams, they were goals backed by action, dedication, and sacrifice. In 2012, she successfully passed the entrance exam for the prestigious military academy in Kadiogo. She joined the 6th mixed promotion of the Britannia Military School, a rigorous institution known for molding disciplined and capable leaders for Burkina Faso's armed forces. Her academic and military journey was marked by excellence. In 2019, she earned her baccalaureate in the D series, an impressive feat given the intense demands of her military training. But her path didn't end there. Her hard work earned her a scholarship to study aviation in the People's Republic of China. There, she underwent 4 intense years of theoretical and practical training to become a military pilot. By 2023, Maris had not only completed her training successfully, but had returned home with new wings, ready to soar over the skies of Burkina Faso. Her return was not just symbolic, it was historical. As she embarked on her solo flight exercise aboard the Super Tucano fighter jet, she wasn't just flying, she was making history. The solo exercise, a crucial part of earning her license to operate this specific aircraft, involved a 4-lap circuit at 1,000 feet, approximately 300 meters, above ground. The exercise was a success. Her instructors, visibly proud, commended her for her precision, professionalism, and ability to internalize every lesson, both theoretical and practical. Her passion, discipline, and hunger to learn had paid off. Let's take a moment right here to thank all our subscribers, members, and loyal supporters of Voice of Africa. Your continuous encouragement allows us to tell these incredible African stories with pride and authenticity. If you love what we do, please consider hitting that super thanks button to support our work. Every contribution helps us shine a brighter light on the achievements, innovations, and heroes across our beloved continent. Thank you for being part of this journey. Now, back to our trailblazer. What makes Maris Traoré's story truly exceptional is not just her academic and technical achievements, but the heart, passion, and humility she brings to the cockpit. According to her instructors, she is known for her punctuality, discipline, and total dedication to learning. She doesn't just fly the plane, she becomes one with it. Every screen, every lever, every button inside the cockpit becomes familiar terrain under her guidance. When I enter the plane, start the systems, taxi to the runway, take off, execute the mission, and land again. Every step is filled with emotion and satisfaction, Maris shared after completing her flight exercise. I can only be proud of myself because this is a new accomplishment added to my journey. But her story doesn't stop at personal milestones. Maris is actively contributing to Burkina Faso's ongoing security operations. She is not a symbolic figurehead or a ceremonial pilot. She is in the field, flying real missions in real time. As part of the Airbase 210 in Bobo Dioulasso, she holds multiple roles, including company commander and operations chief for her squadron. These are not token titles. They are earned through performance and responsibility. Her commanders speak of her with deep respect, not because she is a woman breaking barriers, but because she performs at the highest standard of excellence expected of any fighter pilot. Being a woman is not the question, one superior officer stated. The question is whether she can do what is required in combat aviation. And the answer is yes, she meets every standard and exceeds many. Maris herself is a staunch advocate for competence over gender. She believes that what matters most is the skill, discipline, and mindset one brings to the mission. Her achievements have not just proven her capabilities. They have also inspired a generation of young women across Burkina Faso, and indeed across Africa. To all the young girls watching this, dreaming of planes, satellites, laboratories, courtrooms, boardrooms, or parliaments, Maris Traoré is proof that no dream is too big and no field is off limits. Her message to you is simple yet powerful. If you feel the call of any profession that inspires you, don't hesitate to pursue it. Dare to dream big. Don't be afraid. The world needs courageous and determined women who chase their dreams no matter the obstacles. In a world where female representation in defense and security remains disproportionately low, Maris Traoré stands as a beacon of change. She is part of the elite circle of military aviation, a field known for its grueling demands and high-risk operations, and yet she thrives. What makes her rise even more symbolic is the context in which it happens. Burkina Faso, like many countries in the Sahel region, is facing numerous security challenges. The military is in a critical phase of defending national sovereignty and reclaiming control of its territories. In this landscape, Maris is not just fighting stereotypes, she is actively defending her country. Her presence in the air is a symbol of hope and strength for both women and the entire nation. And that's what we at Voice of Africa are here to celebrate. Not just success, but meaningful, impactful success. The kind that inspires a nation, builds morale, and redefines what's possible for generations to come. It's stories like these that challenge the outdated perceptions of Africa as a continent in constant struggle. Yes, we face challenges, but we also produce heroes. We birth pioneers, and we raise daughters who dare to defy the status quo and reach for the skies. Literally. So let Maris Traoré's journey remind us all of the power of dreams, discipline, and daring to be different. Let her story spread far and wide, not just as a story of Burkina Faso's first female fighter jet pilot, but as a story of African excellence that knows no bounds. And once again, a heartfelt thank you to everyone who makes it possible for Voice of Africa to bring you these powerful stories. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that super thanks button if you'd like to support our continued mission. Together, let's keep elevating the voices, visions, and victories of Africa. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies, because Africa is soaring higher than ever before.